So like the signals there do get brighter as they go into the distance and do look like they're in the distance as well. Yeah, okay, I may have messed that up. Hey guys, and welcome back to Dovetail Games Train Sim World Great Western Express. So I said the passenger video would be the last one I'd do, but looking at the comments and some of the Steam discussions, a few people have been asking me what does night lighting look like in this DLC. So I thought, why not have a look at it? Night lighting could be quite interesting, especially with the Unreal 4 engine, and the fact I've been complaining about shaders not looking great as well, so it could point out a few interesting things with this one. So we'll start up in the class 166. Continue with that, and I want to be leaving at night, so leave the weather as it is. Let's go for a Paddington to Reading, 3:34 in the morning. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm only going to go as far as Hayes and Harlington, as once you pass Hayes and Harlington it's like M25 and then it's just nothing after that. But within London the night lighting should look pretty good, but I'm going to emphasise the word should, because again I'm not too sure what night lighting looks like in this game just yet. So that's what this video is going to try and show off. So let the game load. I'm meant to be leaving right now, so I'll get ready for that. But let's have a quick look around whilst we're here. So yeah, this is Paddington Station. Not looking too bad, I'll say. Again, shaders, shadows is the one thing I keep pointing out. Shadows could be improved. I'm not sure if this is what it looks like outside Paddington in real life. Probably not. Either way, it's not too bad, but yeah, shadows is the one thing I'm gonna carry on pointing out. I mean, there are some light shadows, but not many. Anyways, let's focus on the train setup. So unlock that, set the reverse to neutral, emergency brake, bring that down to full service, charge up the brakes, start up the engine, so it's the blue button here. Turn on the headlights, so turn it to markers, I believe. Nope, it'll be night time. And from there we should be clear to go. So let me set the reverse to forward and bring the throttle to set 7. And there we go, now leaving Paddington Station. So it's London, we're at night. Yeah, both sets of lights have come on. So in the first video I did accidentally forget to do the lights. I do apologise for that. But as it stands, let's have a look at some of the nighttime scenery in London. Speed, sorry. There we go. Not gonna lie, it's a bit bland. Let me turn on cab lights. There we go. It's not that much different, I guess. But yeah, it's a little bit on the bland side, I will say. Some of the night scenery here. So yeah, this is the first time I'm actually seeing it myself, because the comment was like 20 minutes ago, can you do night lighting? So it's supposed to be 3 in the morning, although it looks like we have got a sunrise coming on at this point. And I'm not sure the UK has sunrise at, what time is it now? 3:36. Buildings don't really have lights to them. Again, it's quite flat, almost same as daytime, just like darker colouring to it. Fair enough. You're not expecting too much with night lighting. I think the guys at Dovetail put more of their effort into daytime. It would be nice to see some improvements in night lighting, so like proper house lights up. Are these dynamic lights? I believe they are. So if I went up in front of something, those lights would shine on like the edge of a platform or something. So the lighting, the actual lighting setup is alright, but it's just the execution of it that could be improved. So yeah, you can see sunrise over there. Yeah, could do some work on it. Anyways, Ealing Broadway is in 4.5 miles. And speed restrictions should be raised in a bit. Yeah, remembering the class 166 has the brakes and drive controlled on the same handle. And if we go for the horn. There we go. So again, a bit quiet the game. Speed limit should be going up to 50 now. There we go. It can be a little bit quiet, but either way, wouldn't mind seeing that improved at some point. Right, come up to 50 now, so I will go off the accelerator. That will do. Speed limit 50, next one. Let's have a look at some of the cab whilst train is going. Yeah, so very bland night lighting. In fact, again, it looks like it's just sunrise as opposed to actual night time. Do we have passenger lights on the side here? We should do. Preheat, train lighting on. There we go. Bit of a lag spike that, but there we go. It's not that different really. It's just made it a bit brighter. And again, it's not too bad, but I wouldn't mind seeing some improvements to it. Although I will say the actual lighting inside the train is a lot better than what we're seeing outside. That's a reflection from the sun, which is over there somewhere. Anyways, I think I should go back to my cab now, as I've just left the train unattended. And in fact, if we go behind me, where is the DSD and AWS circuit breakers? I will turn them on. So AWS on and DSD. If I can find it. I see on the same fuse. Yeah, that's fine then. So I can either press the yellow button here, or I can just press Q. Man, it's very quiet, so I actually can't hear anything through my headphones right now. Anyway, speed limit has increased, so we'll go back to full speed. Bit of a minor lag spike again. Meaning my graphics card is basically on minimum specs. If we go back to normal view, how's that light work with the train? So yeah, you can see it did affect the roof of the train. The lights is completely dynamic. Just could be a little bit better in terms of actual environment lights. So yeah, if you look at the roof of the train, it does actually get affected by the lights. But anyways, let's carry on going. Station 2.7 miles. Going through Old Oak Common right now, the depot for the Great Western Main Line. Frame rate could be a bit better here as well. That's fine. In fact, blind. If I load a blind, yes, I can lower it to the just in front of the sun there, with the reflection. Don't feel accelerating as fast as we were earlier. Reverse forward, brakes set to 7. Couldn't turn on climate control and fan if I wanted to within the cab or the passenger section in the back. That should be alright. One for the thumbnail. Man, the frame rate here really has now bombed. 6 frames per second. Doesn't actually change it if I look it up as well. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, this is still very much usable. I know some games where if you get low FPS, it renders it like completely useless, completely unusable. I think OMSI 2 is one of the worst, where the physics will then physically just give up on you when it's trying to render stuff. And of course, like the buses start bouncing a lot, so it's not completely unusable with a low FPS, but wouldn't mind seeing it improved. Probably something to do with night lighting as well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, 1.6 miles to the station, so we'll start going through the brakes. Going for a station. So I should again technically be going on the horn. I'm going through them at high speed. Yeah, when we're 1 mile away, I'll start going onto the brakes. And again, I want to enter the station at around 20 miles per hour, preferably. Should give me enough time to slow down and stop the train. Yeah, go speed limit's up to 125. It's now got unlimited speed on the track. There you go, station is now coming up to a mile away. So if I go to brakes 1, start bringing the train down a bit. Next one's just gone from yellow to green, so there is a train ahead of us. Not too sure how far away, but not too far by looks of things. Yeah, it's quite nice little scene that for the thumbnail. Right. How are we doing speed-wise? 48 miles per hour. Station's 900 yards away. I actually see it now, just coming up. So put on the next set of braking. As I said in the first video of the Class 166, it's driving the train on Train Sim World is a lot easier than doing it over on Great West on the Train Simulator 17, the original 166 that came in the first game. A lot nicer to control. Speed management's a lot better, and the physics again are probably a lot better than the original train as well. I'm liking this a lot more. I also know which doors actually control which now. So that's the right hand doors, that's the left hand doors. From the first video, may have accidentally messed that up, but no, actually I don't think anyone's even picked up on that point yet. The fact I killed a bunch of passengers by accidentally opening the wrong side doors. But hey, it's a little bit of comic humour that. Didn't expect it to be so funny, but oh well. Coming to Ealing Broadway now. We'll then let the first set of passengers off. Not sure how many people were expecting to see it. It's 4:45 in the morning. But hey. We're a little bit on the slow side, but coming to the station at this speed, it's about right. Braking 1, braking 2, but don't stop the train just yet. Got a little bit left to go. The entire train is now on the platform, so you could stop right now. I'll let the train do it on its own momentum for a bit. Arrival 3:42, it's 3:45 actually, so you are late. Stop the train, full service. And let them deboard. There we go. Doors open, loading passengers, which there are a few. I have to say, again, frame rate has kind of bombed since the first video I did. I'm going to check these are third rail system. Yes, third rail, Ealing Broadway for London Underground. Districts line and Central line services stop here. No round doors, don't have the licensing for it. But either way, it's a nice little extra for us. Anyways, we're on a national rail track. Yeah, that's plenty. Passenger almost done. And then we'll go to next station, which will be... hang on, there's one station and then it's Hayes. It's not Slough, it's Southall. We go to Southall next. And then it's off to Hayes and Harlington. Well, I'll stop this bit. And I'll maybe take the HST, do one of the like 11 o'clock services and just see what we got at night time. Yeah, this is very much more of a sunrise kind of thing. So stick around if you want to see if we got any proper night time, as opposed to sunrise at 3 AM. Doors are locked. Train is going. And there we go. So what do you guys think of these like videos I've done so far for the pre-release of Train Sim World? You guys enjoying them? Are they a bit crap? What do you say? Because basically the aim of these videos is to show you guys like what does Train Sim World have, what are we expecting to see on release, and essentially try to help you guys show you if the game, is this worth it to you, is it not, is this something you'll buy, is it something you'll pass on? Because I personally enjoyed this. I mean, I did pre-order it, the £10 complete your collection system. So I did pre-order the game, got it now, showing you guys what there is. Comes out at 6 PM British summertime, because Dovetail Games generally release their games at 5 PM GMT, 6 PM in the summer. So I expect it around 6 PM today, where I'll try and live stream it as well. And fingers crossed that should go without any issues. Because yeah, like I said, so far I've thoroughly enjoyed this, driving down the Great Western Main Line. Trains I've been on, routes I've been on. Like, this is essentially perfect for me. I know what's here, I know what I'm looking at. This is basically made for me. I mean, I don't take it at 4 AM, so fair enough, don't expect me to wake up that early to take it, but done previous videos on it, been up and down it through Maidenhead, through Paddington. Thoroughly enjoyed this so far. So yes, we'll get to Hayes and Harlington, then I'll take a class 43 HST from Reading, and I'll do that at like the 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock, proper midnights, assuming this is not what lighting looks like. This is just sunrise. It's not too bad. I mean, if I go over to here, like top of that building, you've got a bit of sun where it protrudes over the top, and that's nice. That's nice. And then there's our train going past. I like that. It's a nice little scene. It looks good. It looks realistic. I like that angle. I can even do that and make it look a bit better. Let's do it again. Like, that looks good. It looks good. Could be improved. Like I said, lighting shaders could be improved. That's something I've always said about the simulator, but it's not bad. I don't mind this. The only thing I've got concerns with mainly is the frame rates. Frame rate, sound, shaders. Frame rate, sound, shaders. Those are the three things that I've mainly had complaints for. Because as I say, the modelling's fantastic. The map itself is spectacular. Over 320 services based on the real Great Western Main Line routes and trains. So you've got the freighter services, the high-speed express, and the commuter services based on the real routes. This is the entire thing. So I'm quite happy with how it's come out. So if you guys don't mind slight frame rate choppiness from this, it's not too bad. Like I said, even with a slightly lower frame rate, it's not rendered unusable. It's still functional. I can still easily manage the train from here. It's not the worst thing in the world. Anyways, next signal is yellow, so proceed with caution. In fact, let me try and lower some of the settings just in case. I did lower them a tiny bit for this video. Right, now I'll go for maybe medium for everything. I'll see if this actually improves in any way. Medium, 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 high, high. Apply. So yeah, you can see it's taking out some of the scenery, and the frame rate's about the same, so that's not the issue, I can tell you that. The issue is not with the scenery. There you go, I think that's a perfect candidate for a screenshot frame with that. Anyway, it starts slowing down for the station. It's now 1.5 miles away. Proceed with caution, so I actually get off the accelerator. If the next one's red, I do need to start slowing down, so go for a light braking. And see where this one takes us. AWS, make sure I'm still alert, make sure I'm still alive. Basically, if I don't press that, the train will go onto emergency brakes and stop the train. It basically double checks if the train driver's light still there, still working, because in 1963, I may be wrong with the dates, but the London Underground Moorgate crash, basically what happened was the train driver just didn't respond to the controls. I'm not sure if he had like a heart attack or was like suicide or anything, but basically the Northern Line train went straight through the station at Morden and crashed into the end of the tunnel. So to this day, I'm not too sure what happened, but it led to the Moorgate brake system. So basically, if the train's going to the station at full speed, the emergency brakes will automatically lock in. I believe AWS also came from that as well, but I'm not 100% sure if it's the same incident or another one that created the AWS. But yeah, the Moorgate's London Underground crash brought in a lot of new safety regulations within not just London Underground, but with National Rail Services as well. Right, station is 0.6 miles away from us. So we'll get ready for more braking. Just so you know, Q is the button that does both. So I can press Q, it will do both the DSD and the AWS. So I can either click on them separately, like that and that, or I can just press Q and it sets them both off. Next station's red as we come into Southall. Let's get ready for slowing train down, stopping. But yeah, since the first video I did on the 166, like I said, the 166 regional video I did yesterday, that was my first time in the simulator, first time actually driving these trains. Other than like the tutorial mission, just to get the basic hang of things. But yeah, now that I've actually got more time in the simulator, a bit more experience, I now got more of a control over what I'm doing right now. I know definitely what I'm doing, not making small mistakes here and there as I was in the first video. Like I said, headlights I remember to turn on this time as well. So when I live stream this tonight, I hopefully will have enough experience just to get as much as I can done and get some good quality content out of that. So do stay tuned for it. If you go to my channel, I've got a thing set up already. Feel free to turn on notifications and hopefully see you at 6 PM. Even if you got the DLC and like installing it or something, still check out the live stream. Might as well just watch it in action. Anyway, so to full braking and stop the train here. Welcome to Southall. Unlock doors. And hope that the frame rate gods have mercy on me. There's the sun. It's now starting to come up over the station. Man, so many good frame rate thumbnail candidates I could get in this one video. I'm going to be picking these like crazy because, like I said, the night scene, it looks good, but could have a few improvements here and there, but it looks good as the base part of it. Just shaders, as I'm going to keep on repeating for the rest of the video. Shaders are what I want improved. Sound, they're alright. They don't mind seeing improvements in the future, but the base sounds you got right now are alright. It's just shaders and frame rate. Anyways, passengers are almost done, 3/4 of the way there. And then we'll be cleared to Hayes and Harlington, where, like I said, I'll be finishing this video. Not finishing the video off, but then spawning up in Reading in a high-speed service. Leave the station and take a look at what we got there. So close the doors. And let's put some power into the train. It's like you can hear it's got the roar. It's got the roar of the actual train, but it just doesn't sound like the roar of the Class 166. So whilst it's there, it just needs some slight tweaking. Maybe get a new sound and sample for it as well. But it's there. They've kind of got it. I just want to see more. 1.8 miles to go. Hayes and Harlington 3:52. So we are now late by 4 minutes late. Coming up to 5 minutes actually now. So again, as I keep saying, basically the kind of service you'd expect on the Great Western. Go for free cam, just have a look around the train. Man, the night lighting in this simulator is not forgiving, I can tell you that. I mean, my system isn't exactly the greatest in the world, it's minimum spec graphics card, but should be doing a lot better than this, even at lower graphics settings as you've seen me set up earlier. 1.5 miles to go. AWS is flashing like crazy. Anyways, off the accelerator. Get ready to start slowing train down as we are now a mile away. There we go. There you go. Down left is the main part of London. You can see how the frame rate's actually improved for me. Still not perfect, still not great, but much better than I had during the first parts of the route, so yeah, things starting to sort itself out. Anyways, coming up to the station now. I never actually got off on those platforms before, the far left ones. I've been to Hazelhuntington twice now. No, it's twice. As I say, Paddington's my main go-to station. Braking 2. Actually go full braking for now. Bring it to about 20. Is that bridge sounds? Or is that something else coming into this? Because it's a new sound, I've actually not heard them already. I've got a feeling that maybe the bridge. If it is, I like it. The bridge sounds on this is on... Yeah, bridge sound isn't too bad on that. If it's the actual train, then yeah, a bit more of like immersive, I guess. Bit slightly louder, and that kind of takes over the entire train. I like it. Anyways, coming to the station now. Platform has started, so you could probably stop here. All right. Braking 1. And there you go, start going to full braking now. Perfect. Open doors, let passengers deboard. And like I said, this is as far as I'm going to go on the first part. I now want to go to Reading in a full speed service and try a different time. Hopefully getting a bit later as well. So, there's the station exits. And if I leave the train for a few minutes, another driver will like automatically take over and leave. So don't think it will be stuck here for the rest of eternity. It will eventually go. Otherwise, yeah, walk up here and then you'd leave through these doors here. So yeah, let's go to the class 43 at Reading at hopefully a bit of a later time and see what night lighting looks like from there. So here we are now at Reading. So when talking about night lighting, this is what I was more expecting. Stars, night lighting, proper darkness. This is what I was talking about when it came to proper night lighting close to sunrise. So I'll keep both these in the video. But yeah, not too bad. Stars, fair enough, do come in and out of view. Train's not too bad. Let me quickly set this up to go. So hang on, let's get my bearings in this. So this needs to come. Yeah, unlock the key. This to forwards. Engine is already on. Cab lights on. I need to set the driving lights to daytime, which is over here. Nope, those are wipers. Man, I drove this thing yesterday and I've already forgotten where the main lights are. There they are. No, that's fan speed. There they are. Headlights to daytime. Nope, it's nighttime even. I probably should go for. Night's headlamp and markers. There we go. Train brakes should be charging. So we'll set those to running. And there we go. We can now increase the throttle to full. And train should now leave very slowly, but off it goes. So as train now departs Reading, I think we'll now go have a look at the scenery out here and see what the darkness night looks like. And I will say it's actually quite good. I mean, you got the you got the signals over there, create a bit of light in the distance. You got proper darkness. The actual train running with the night lights on. I like this. I like this a lot. It genuinely looks good. And station platform lights don't look too bad. They did affect the train as well. So if we go over to here, got the roof lights shining on that as well through the reflections, and also hitting the side of the train like that. Inside the station as well, actual lighting lights up the environment as well quite nicely. This is nice. This is nice. Better than the sunrise, I think I'd actually say. So we're now leaving Reading. Frame rate here is also a lot nicer as well. I'm actually reaching about 30. Frame rate's a lot nicer. Not too many lights though from the buildings. Wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of that. It's getting affected. There are some lights turned on, but not producing that much light. Streets, train track side lighting, I guess there isn't too much in this area. Otherwise, Dovetail Games would have put them in. But I'll say, overall, as initial reaction, yeah, the night lighting is actually pretty decent in this. Initial engine lit up as well. So if we go to the top, can you see the fan? Yes, you can. You know, that's nice. That is nice. So, yeah, so if we go inside the cab, actually turn the cab lights on as well, if I know where those are. So, you got headlights there. Train supply. In fact, it's probably just an easy way of doing it through the keyboard, isn't there? Nope, don't want that one. Doesn't matter too much if I can't find the passenger lights. They can just sit in the darkness for the journey. But yeah, overall, I do like the interior lighting for this train. Probably turn them both on as well. Is that a light? Hang on. Yes, it is. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing an actual light text or something coming out of that. You can see it up here, so it's more of a spotlight in this direction. But looking at the fact it has like a plastic cover on it, surely a bit more light on the side we'll get. Quite bright light actually covering the entire area, so I'm not sure if that's the same light coming out of that. But either way, yeah, this is definitely nice to see. Night lighting in the simulator has been quite well done. Proper texturing, proper lighting, dynamic as well, as I say. So it's not just going to be like textured lights which don't look too good. Basically, there are two main lights you can have. You've got like dynamic lights, which like updates constantly, so if something passes it, you'll see the lights actually reflects on it and lights it up. And then you've got burn lights. Basically, it automatically burns the lighting into the scenery as default. So whilst it looks like there's lights coming out of like a lamppost or something, in reality, it's just a texture. It's not actually affecting the environment anyway. So like the signals there do get brighter as they go into the distance and do look like they're in the distance as well. Yeah, okay, I may have messed that up. Like I said, should have left them off probably because you can't hear it from outside and the brakes have now been applied. So I think now's a good time to end the video and just enjoy the night lighting as it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the night lighting in Dovetail Games Train Sim World. Do leave a like if you did, do subscribe. Do check out the live stream at 6 PM tonight, where I'll be going more into detail of the train simulator, taking up different routes up and down the line from London to Reading. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Do leave a like, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys hopefully next time. Goodbye.